Howdy again, everybody. This is Dr. Brian Langlois, the medical director of the Pet Pantry of Lancaster County and the immediate past president of the Pennsylvania Veterinary Medical Association. And, well, based on what just came out in the news yesterday, what else can we say but lions and tigers and COVID? Oh my. Obviously, I'm sure everybody by now has heard the news that one tiger at the Bronx Zoo did test positive for COVID-19, and a lot of the other tigers there, as well as some of the lions, were all showing mild symptoms of COVID infection. So the respiratory signs, mild dry cough, they were a little lethargic, not wanting to eat quite as much, things like that. But it does appear that all of them are on the mend and they're all doing much better. So, that is really good to see. It is, of course, going to bring up the question that keeps coming up every time we see stories like this come out, which is, well, now is the virus mutating? Is it changing? Is it a case of where now cats potentially can become more infected with it and even transfer it over to humans? And basically, I'm going to repeat what we have been saying all along because this is what the science is telling us. There is no evidence out there right now that shows that cats can transmit COVID-19 to humans. There's no evidence really that any animal species right now of the companion animal realm can transmit COVID-19 to humans. The main concern as far as transmission still remains human-to-human transmission, which is why we're advocating for all of these social distancing and cleaning and mask wearing and all of that stuff. So again, no evidence of it going from cat to human. Whether it goes from cat to cat, that is still being researched, and you probably are going to see some more studies come out saying that it probably is happening a little bit more than we have seen so far in the research. But again, no cat has died of COVID-19. There have been thousands and probably tens of thousands of tests done on domestic cats now for COVID-19, and none of them have shown any kind of positive. So we do think we are going to see this a little bit more, just again, because the receptors, the ACE2 receptors that sit in a cat's respiratory tissue are very, very similar to humans, which is why we did expect that some cats might, be a little bit more susceptible to it. However, again, no risk of transmission to humans. That is what the science is telling us right now. That is what we are going with. And our recommendations based on everything is not changing at all because of this latest development out at the Bronx Zoo. If you are found to be positive for COVID-19, we are basically going to, tell you the same thing that we've been telling you before, which is if you can, it would be best for your pets to be taken care of by somebody else. And again, this is just to prevent from a huge viral load that you may be shedding while you're infected from potentially infecting your cat or dog, causing very, very mild symptoms in your cat or something like that. It's basically for the good health of everybody. So that's why we're recommending it. Obviously, if you can't do that, again, just trying to keep your, mask on, interactions with your pets fairly minimal, practicing good hygiene, washing your hands all the time after interacting with your pets in any way. So just keep all of that in mind. The other thing I did want to mention real quick, because there's been a couple of questions about these two other points. First of which is they did and are testing for the actual COVID-19 virus. They are not testing and finding positives when they're testing for this. They are not testing for the normal enteric feline coronavirus or the normal coronavirus that we see go through almost every cat. This test is specific for COVID-19, and I want to make that very clear because the two coronaviruses are very different. So just be aware of that. I've seen some comments stating that it's not the same virus, it's the one that causes FIP that they're finding and there's cross-reactivity. No, there's no evidence for that right now. It basically really is just the COVID-19 that they are testing for. The other is that the testing is for the tiger and for the animals is being done at veterinary laboratories. They are not taking tests away from humans. This is something else that's popped up. People are asking, why are we testing animals if there's so many humans that still need to be tested? The tests are totally different. You basically are not allowed to run human tests at a veterinary laboratory. You're not allowed to run animal tests at a human laboratory. That's just the way the rules are set up right now. So the tests are slightly different, and in the areas that they're swabbing and things like that are slightly different for cats to find evidence of this virus. So don't be concerned about that. Again, our recommendations have not changed despite what has been going on here, and if there is any information that all of a sudden points us to the contrary, scientifically backed research, we of course will jump on and be one of the first ones to tell you that. But please do not think you need to get rid of your cats. Do not think you need to get rid of the stray cats in the area. They are not going to infect you with COVID-19. They are not going to be a reservoir infection. You may see some cats, as this goes on, you may see more news reports come out that basically say some cats are showing some mild symptoms of this infection from a respiratory standpoint. But remember, there's a lot of other things that can cause respiratory infections in a cat. So just because your cat may start to show some respiratory issues does not necessarily mean they're infected with COVID-19. We do see a lot of upper respiratory infections in cats for a whole myriad of other reasons. So, just keep all of that in mind. Please do not panic at this news. Please do not think you need to get rid of your cats or try to poison or kill stray cats in the area for whatever reason. They are not going to be a source of infection for you based on what the science is telling us right now. Again, if anything changes, we will certainly jump on and be one of the first ones to tell you. So this is Dr. Brian Langlois with the Pet Pantry of Lancaster County, as well as the Pennsylvania Veterinary Medical Association, reminding you that even though you are hearing about lions and tigers and COVID, oh my, nothing to worry about as far as your health being affected by your cat at this time.